I served 22 years, the man sobbed, gripping his phone like it was the only thing keeping him upright. His camouflage uniform was wrinkled, worn thin at the elbows, name patch faded. His voice cracked in the courtroom as he tried to explain himself, but no one seemed to care. Across the room, Judge Franklin chuckled, then threw his head back in open laughter. "You expect this court to believe you didn't know the rules," he said through grinning teeth, wiping the corner of his eye from laughing too hard. The entire room shifted. Some officers looked down, others tried to stay still, but the veteran didn't move. He just stood there, phone to his ear, tears streaking his face as he listened to his daughter crying on the other end of the call. His name was Staff Sergeant William Delane. 2 decades in active service, 2 tours overseas, medals tucked away in a box somewhere he couldn't afford to open anymore. After he returned home, things unraveled quickly. PTSD, discharge, no job, no support. And today, eviction. He had come to court hoping the judge would hear his side. A missed rent payment, a VA appointment that overran, a landlord who changed the locks the next day. But all the judge saw was a broken man in uniform, struggling to stay composed. "Your Honor," William said, voice trembling but still holding on, "I'm not asking for pity. I just need more time. My daughter has asthma. I had nowhere else to take her. I've done everything by the book. Everything." Judge Franklin waved a hand like he was brushing away a fly. "You people always say that. You act like wearing a uniform means the law doesn't apply to you. Maybe next time, think twice before playing soldier and expect handouts in court." William blinked, stunned. You think that's what this is?" he whispered. "A handout?" The judge leaned back, entertained by the emotion. "Court denied. 30 days to vacate." The silence in the courtroom was deafening. A few people in uniform shifted uncomfortably. A female officer at the back looked away. Then suddenly, the courtroom door opened. Boots echoed down the aisle. Slow, measured, authoritative. All heads turned. A tall man in full decorated dress blues walked in, flanked by 2 officers in dark navy. Silver stars on his shoulder, a deep scar down the left side of his face. His voice cut through the courtroom like a blade. "That man," he said, pointing to William, "is the reason I'm alive." Everyone froze. Even Judge Franklin's grin faded as the man approached the bench without permission. He didn't care. His presence was enough. "I'm Lieutenant General Marcus R. Hawthorne, 3rd Battalion, Afghanistan, 2012. He turned toward the room, speaking loud enough for everyone to hear. "Staff Sergeant Delane pulled 3 of us out of a blown convoy under fire, while bleeding, with a shattered leg. I watched him crawl 30 yards through broken glass and burning metal to get us out." Gasps rippled across the courtroom. William stood completely still, stunned silent. "I'm here," the general said, "because when I heard a judge laughing at a decorated war veteran during a housing hearing, I didn't believe it. I had to see it with my own eyes." He turned toward the judge, expression like stone. "Now I have." The judge fumbled with his papers. "General, this is highly irregular. You have no standing here." "Wrong," Hawthorne snapped. "I do now." He handed the bailiff a file. "This is a signed affidavit from the Department of Defense, Delane's record, and a full letter of housing sponsorship. He's under my care now." Judge Franklin's face went pale. That's not how this works." "It is now," Hawthorne said, stepping closer. "And while we're here, I've also filed a formal complaint, with video, about your courtroom behavior." The judge said nothing. The power had shifted. William dropped to the bench, overwhelmed. His hands covered his face. For the first time in weeks, the tears weren't from fear. They were from relief. The general placed a hand on his shoulder. "You served this country. It's time this country served you back." As they walked out together, the courtroom stood in silence. No one moved. No one dared to breathe. The judge sat frozen at his bench, no longer laughing. Because sometimes it only takes one voice, one powerful voice, to remind the world that dignity is not a luxury. It's right. Before we wrap up, we'd love to know, where in the world are you watching from? Drop your city or country in the comments, and let's see how far this story has reached. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.